we are 4 episodes into Boba Fett. We are 4 hours into Disappointment, and it is what it is. It's not getting better. It doesn't look like it's getting any better, and I don't know what it is, man. It's just like, so we were talking about it last time. There was like an interesting part where he was like with the Sand People, learning their ways, learning how to fight like them, and like communicating with them and shit like that, earning their respect, which is like was like a cool little thing of itself. And then like he's in this like fucking like water tank healing. He took over Jabba the Hutt's territory. Like yeah, whatever. It's the tank Goku was in.
He became the daimyo or whatever the fuck that's called.
Yeah, so a daimyo is a Japanese term for like pretty much the leader of an area, right? It's kind of like in England there would be like a lord of this, right? So he's the daimyo of this area. Pretty much taken over Jabba the Hutt's territory, which after he died, someone else took over because they thought Boba Fett was dead too. And now he's coming back. He's trying to take it, but he's trying to take it and be like respectful and like earn everybody's respect instead of ruling with fear and blah blah blah. And it's just like, where's the badassness of this bounty hunter that I've heard of so much, and I'm not seeing it here. I saw it in The Mandalorian Season 2 for an episode. And then he's just like, I'm too old for this shit. So I'm just going to, I want to rule respect. I don't want people come and try to kill me every 5 seconds. I just want to, have them respect me. Just give me money. And that's it. And it's just like, what are you doing to this character? What are you doing to this story arc? Like, I don't.
See, I'm all for that. To be honest with you, I'm all for the whole. He doesn't want to fight. I'm all for that. Me being the one who doesn't like action in movies and shit. What a surprise! But
yeah, that's
at the end of the day, it's like they're just going about it wrong. Like, it's a cool concept where Boba Fett, especially in the last episode, episode 4, where he's revealing the whole, hey, we're smarter than the people who fucking hire us. Let's just run things ourselves. Yeah. Like it's like I see what they're trying to do. I see the puzzle that they're trying to solve, but they're just missing a whole lot of pieces. And it's
not that they're missing a whole lot of pieces. They got to fill a whole lot of time, and it's really boring.
Mandalorian, bro.
And listen,
I feel like you said like he's soft and like he's trying to rule by respect. But at the same time, he's coming off like a bitch. But at the same time, every episode he gains like a new follower, like new
like an ally.
Yeah,
like new ally for his like army or regime, whatever the fuck he's creating. Like he got those 2 green pig things, and he got those like street people, and then this latest episode he got that Asian chick and the Wookiee chick. So it's like I feel like they're forcing his hand to like maybe a climax at the end where he's gonna be like, all right, I have to stop being this bitch and like realize like I gotta fuck him up. Like I have to like make my stand. These fucking Jabbas or these huts are fucking my daimyo status up.
The whole thing is,
like,
you speak softly, but you carry a big stick. Sometimes you just got to bring that big stick down first, let everybody know what's up, and then you speak softly, right? He tried to speak softly at the beginning, and it's just like, bruh, you got to go in, guns blazing, kill all the heads.
That's the whole thing that he's trying to avoid.
Yeah, no, fuck it. Go in, kill all the heads, right? All their lieutenants be like, hey, I don't want to do this again. I want to rule with respect. And it's just like, all right.
That defeats the purpose of what he's trying to do.
That goes against what he's trying to do. Exactly, because he's killing everybody, creating the fear, and then
he doesn't want to rule by fear.
Yeah.
It's the same cycle. Cycle. He's not really.
That's 100% what he's trying to avoid.
Like I said, I feel
I agree with Danny 100%. It's going to be a big payoff.
But like I said, I'm really not enjoying these episodes. My favorite episode was the second one with the Tatooine Raiders, and I was mad as hell they died. I was like, "You son of a bitch! You killed my favorite, you killed my favorite characters." Like, so, and even even the episode with the Asian chick, I was like, I don't know.
Which Asian chick are you talking about?
His partner.
The one with the sniper.
Huh?
He's like the second hand or his
Oh,
right
okay,
hand.
okay.
Is it Fennec?
Yeah, Fennec. I thought you were talking about someone else. I'm like, she's been there the whole time. Like, how did?
Well, no,
he hate
like
her?
they show how he,
No, well,
like how they partnered
okay,
up.
yeah.
she fell like in the desert.
Well,
and
that
then
was
they,
the whole
like,
Mando fight.
And he's like,
Yeah, where she got shot.
That episode sucked with the Mandalorian.
And, also, this Black Wookiee. I feel like this Black Wookiee is like very racist somehow. Like, I'm intrigued, but I'm just like, this really feels kind of racist to me. This got dreads too and shit.
One of the things,
Nah, Wookiees have
Yeah.
that. I've seen that before.
one of the things, I was talking to Eslam about that when they first introduced the Wookiee, I didn't realize who that Wookiee was. So he's in a lot of like the Star Wars comics, like the Marvel comics that I used to read. That's Black Krrsantan, which now that you mention it being a little racist and black is in his name, that's probably why they took it out for the show. But
yeah,
he is a badass. Like he's one of the most badass bounty hunters. Like in the comic, he's been around since like it's pretty much it takes place right after episode 4. So he's out there dealing with like Luke and all them. So it's like they've come across Black Krrsantan, and it's always just one of those things where it's like they're in the middle of doing something, then Black Krrsantan shows up, and it's like, oh fuck, how are we gonna get out of this?
Even when they're like in that, I think it was like in their base, and then he just appeared out of nowhere and started fucking them up. Yeah, I feel like how do you say his name?
Krrsantan.
It's K and like
Krrsantan. I
3
feel like he
R's
got
and then
fucked-
Stan.
Krrsantan.
I feel like he got fucked up. They like stabbed him and hit him up like
Yeah.
mad times, and then he still walked away like
Yeah.
unscathed.
He's
I
a
feel
badass.
like he's the biggest badass in the whole
Well,
show. I'm
Wookiees
like,
were
I want
like-
him.
Wookiees
want
were
him to
crazy
fucking-
warriors, but for some reason, like Krrsantan, like so his roar, his voice is deep and like has like a lion's like roar, and then you listen to Chewbacca, he's like, yeah. So I was talking to Dan before. I was like, did Chewbacca just never hit puberty? Like, what's happening? Like, why
Chewbacca
does he
sounds
sound
special.
like that?
Like
He's still a
No,
teenager.
Chewbacca sounds like he has Down syndrome. Like,
That's a Wookiee's voice cracking.
no. Oh my
but
god.
I do think Krrsantan's older. I could be wrong about that. He's got gray.
He
in
does.
his-
He's got that salt and
everything.
pepper look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has like.
But I don't know, man. It's like I want to see more of him. Once I realized who it was, I was telling Eslam, I could have sworn in the comics he had like a red eye or something, or maybe I imagined that.
Yeah, you were telling me that. Yeah.
But here he doesn't. But
yes,
go ahead.
I don't know, man. It's just the story is not pulling me in right now. Even with the flashbacks or whatever, it's like I understand there could be a big payoff at the end, but all that big payoff is going to be just like a huge fight, the war,
Yeah.
with those people, and it's just like okay.
I mean, I think it's gonna end up being like Mando, where I said the whole time, Mando is like, it's Monster of the Week. Every once in a while, you might have a good episode. I just think this is the same thing. They're getting all the boring episodes in early, and then they're gonna get
hope
stuff
so.
in because Mando, especially Mando season 2. Yeah, if I remember correctly, it's just like it sucked for almost the entire time. They brought in Ahsoka Tano. Hey, that's really cool. Then I think it sucked for like another episode. Then they had the finale. And that was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, if I remember correctly, they had maybe 2 good episodes. 3 maybe tops in Mando season 2.
I think they had 3 because they had like that whatchamacallit with when Boba Fett was in there.
Yeah. Well, the Boba Fett was cool. The
I like that
episode,
one.
I don't think it was a good episode. That
Yeah.
was a cool scene.
It was a good episode.
But it's like there was a lot lacking throughout Mando season 1 and 2, and we talked about it amongst ourselves, where it's the same show. The difference that Danny was pointing out is there's no Baby Yoda, and Baby Yoda is what got everyone over. It was just like, oh man, this show is so great. I was like, no, it's not. You're just watching this little baby drink some tea, you know. That's all.
Yeah, honestly, yes.
He's so cute.
Yo, Baby Yoda was fucking hilarious. The comedy that they did with it was funny.
And it makes me think, like, if they take Baby Yoda out for the next Mando season, is it still going to be a success
It's gonna
or
be the same
what?
fucking
Or
thing
will
we're watching
filming
people
now.
got
just tune
delayed,
in?
I think. It's gonna be that plus like getting Bo-Katan is gonna be like, ugh. I'm just like, oh, I thought Bo-Katan was just gonna be another character in the Mando season 3 because I was like, what are they gonna do for that season? I'm like, okay, so they're gonna be just like it's gonna be about the black saber, Bo-Katan trying to get it, or finding some way so they can take back Mandalore. But I'm just like, now it's gonna be like she's getting her own season, which is probably gonna happen after Mandalorian season 3.
Have they started filming
which
that?
we don't know when it's coming out. I think they started, but now it's delayed.
Because what they could
I
be
don't know.
doing, and it all depends on whether or not they started filming it, is if after Boba Fett, you give it some time, then you transition into her show, and then after her show, you go into Mando. That way, you build up time for Grogu to train. That way, you have a reason to introduce him. Or you could just do a time jump. That way, you get Grogu back in Mando. I feel like Danny said, I feel like it just makes perfect sense now. It's like, I don't think Mandalorian works without Grogu. So you have to get him in there. So you do a time jump. You do something where you get Grogu back in there. It could be like Groot when Groot was a teenager. Just do it with Grogu. It would be fun.
Yeah, but then Mando's gonna be like 92.
I don't care anymore.
And it's just like for Grogu to be a teenager, I think he needs to be like 300 years
Yeah,
old.
well, I mean, that was a joke. I didn't actually mean that. But I mean, just have it to the point where he's trained. You know? Instead of 50, maybe he's 60. A little bit older.